Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com doing another video here for you. I told everybody that I was going to crank out some videos, and it's a day off and I'm doing research and things like this. I get away from the machines because there's better things, and I shouldn't say better things to do, there's other things to do. And I encourage you also, don't spend your entire day staring at the machines. Get away from them. It's really good for your eyes and it's good for your head. Do some research and then get up, exercise, live. Really important. There's a reason I say that, and sometime I'll share it with you. Anyway, we're sitting here taking a look at Netflix. I have what's called the Max List, and I posted on Twitter what the Max List is. It's a group of institutional stocks, big names that institutions have to own. If you ever want to know why, I can explain it to you with numbers. But it's where big money can flow in and out of stocks. There can be rotation in the Max List, but that's the way this goes. So we're going to take a look at one here. Netflix. And one of the things I think is really important is not just to post a chart, but to do a video, because then it helps us understand the nuances of the chart. I'm an IBD Meetup co-leader, so I love to explain nuances of charts with price and volume. So here's Netflix. Had a downward sloping trend line, went up on good volume right here, meandered around, and it's just basing down here with a simple downward sloping trend line. It's a little bit below the 50-day, but there's something else we factored into the equation. We're coming into the end of the year, and normally there is a good rally at the end of the year. So it was on the list. It was a key list stock. It's a Max List stock. So just a simple downward sloping trend line. By the way, I have an investing maxim for you. When you're drawing your trend lines, don't get fancy. Try to draw lines that have several data points associated with them. The more data points it is, the more relevant the trend line is. The longer the trend line, the more relevant it is. So here we are looking at Netflix, Max List stock, just downward sloping trend line. You can say, well, what happens here? Let's do this day by day. It's really important we do this because it helps us with our emotions. What are we feeling as things are happening? So here we go. This is as of 12/22. The next day, it's just a quiet day and it fell. You can say, oh, that's bad, but it did it on less volume. So we watch it. Can it take out this downward sloping trend line with a pickup in volume? Well, here we go. It falls on a slight pickup in volume. Just a downward sloping trend line, but we're coming into the end of the year. It's a Max List stock. There's like 12 of them, 14 of them. I look at these every day. I do more with these than anything else. The next day, look what it does. It picks up, it lifts through the 20-day, it lifts through the 8-day, it pushes through this simple downward sloping trend line on a pickup in volume. That's what we wanted to see. I say this all the time. People vote with their mouths. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. They voted, by Jove. So here we go. The next day, it's a quiet inside day, and people say, oh, I got to sell. No, we look at price. We look at volume. Went up on heavy volume. Inside day on less volume. Now, if it starts to keep falling, we'll walk away from this. Our entry's right here, okay? Taking out the trend line. We're not buying up here. We're buying it near the trend line, by the way, folks. That's important. Payday. Off to the races. On a volume pickup. It gapped up, closed near its highs for the day. Let's walk through this. Up higher. Good volume. You can, oh, the volume's less than the day before. But it was still heavy. It was heavy versus the 20-day average volume. So it's okay. We take it the next day. Gaps up, closes up just a little bit. Moves up the next day. Moving on up here. Look at this. You could sell a little bit into strength if you want to. The next day moves up. Nice. Okay? That's what we're looking for. Because, oh gosh, here we go. It goes up and it closes down on a slight pickup in volume. What could you do this day? Sell a little bit more. We're not married to the stock. We're here to make money. We sell a little bit into strength. Why do we do that? It relieves the emotional stress of saying, oh gosh, it's falling, I need to sell it all, and panicking out of a trade. By selling a little bit, it allows it to work for us. Let the stock work for us and see what it can do. Up here, and I made a note on this, bounces off the 8-day, gaps down, and then closes up on the day. Decent volume, looks okay. This is January 10th, okay? Next day, up again on a pickup in volume. That's great. What do? Let it work. Goes up more on a pickup in volume. We let it work. And that's the last day there. Yep, that's it, no more. So here we go. So now we're in this. But we bought right. We bought it down in here. We didn't buy up here, okay? Don't chase. You got to buy right, sit tight, and let the trend work. Where's it going to go? I don't know. We'll let the stock price tell us. Last point I want to make about this. Remember, we're coming into earnings season. Please know those earnings dates. Know them and be careful, because a couple of blow-ups can really wreck an account. There you go. I just wanted to share that with you, and I thank you so much.